Well, listen up, possums. An extensive art collection owned by late entertainer Barry Humphries is set to go under the hammer this week, giving you the chance to own a piece of history, Clint.
More than 90 items packed up from his Sydney home will be auctioned off, including more than 45 pieces crafted by the late comedian himself. For more on this, we're joined by Madeline McKenzie from Leonard Joel Auctions. Hey Madeline, good to see you.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Why, I mean, we see a few pieces, one sitting just to your left. Why is this collection so special, so significant?
Yeah, well look, Leonard Joel's really honoured to be able to present this collection from Barry Humphries. It's really special to be able to highlight this duality as Barry as both an artist and a collector. And I think these are two kind of more private sides to Barry that the public might not be immediately familiar with. So very excited to have them go under the hammer on Tuesday.
So can you tell us about the pieces that he painted himself?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously I've got one here with me.
A self-portrait in some regards?
Respects, yes. So look, Barry was an incredible creative. He was painting from the age of 8. He dabbled with almost every medium you could think of, a bit of painting, printing, photography, but probably his most favoured medium was a black felt tip pen and a little bit of watercolour. So here we have a portrait of Dame Edna, and with just kind of a few strokes of his pen, he really manages to capture a bit of a glint in her eye. He's kind of brought her to life on the page, and it's really characteristic of a lot of the kind of sketches that we have in the auction.
Cool, okay. You've also brought along one of the more expensive lots as well. Let's check it out. There it is in our studio. What's the story behind this one?
Yeah, so this is an early portrait of Barry, painted in 1959 by the Australian artist Clifton Pugh. What's really interesting about this work is it's actually a study for a larger portrait owned by the National Portrait Gallery in Canberra. And that larger portrait was one of the first pieces they acquired for their permanent collection when they opened the gallery in 1998. So it's really special to have the study for that larger portrait here, and we've got an auction estimate on that of $8,000 to $12,000.
Okay. Madeline, you interviewed Humphrey's daughter Emily, I understand. What insights did she give you about his creative process? Yeah,
look, it was great to chat with Emily. She shared a lot of really lovely personal anecdotes and stories about her father. I think some of the funnest stories that she talked about him as an artist was that he just had this incessant desire to create and to capture life around him. So she told me about stories of them being on family holidays and him lugging wet canvases up the beach, or being out at a restaurant and him seeing something across the room and having to get it down, whether that was on the back of a menu, a napkin, or even in one instance, a tablecloth.
Isn't that fascinating? So it really is much of an artist as he was an entertainer.
Yeah, I mean, he famously said that he was a full-time actor and a part-time artist, but he wished it had been the other way around. So art was really a true lifelong passion of his.
Well, we look forward to checking it out.
Yes, so we're on view today, 36 to 40 Queen Street, Wallara at Leonard Joel, 10 till 4, and then you can come into the live auction on Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock as well.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
And for more info on this, head to leonardjoel.com.au.
Thanks, Madeline.